What's happening, road dogs and highway hounds? Wop, wop, wop. I'm back. Just watching Yes4motivation talking about Litecoin and SegWit. I think I'll do a response to his channel. Check down below for a link to the video that I'm responding to. Just got me thinking about SegWit. I hear a lot of people talking about SegWit, and everybody's all hooped up about SegWit and Litecoin. And as you guys know, I like Litecoin. I'm not all that excited about SegWit. I don't really care if it's first or last in Bitcoin. I don't think, in the long run it's really going to matter all that much. I think both Bitcoin and Litecoin will adopt SegWit. I get a little nervous when Litecoin starts doing things before Bitcoin. I like them playing second fiddle. I got no problem playing second fiddle, just as long as my fiddle's in tune, you know what I mean? But no, there's a lot of talk about Litecoin's price going up. I'm a buyer, so I would rather it not go up, at least until I sell my house, so I can buy more. I would like to see it go down, as a matter of fact, over the next 12 months, but who knows, it could. I kind of doubt it. I'm hearing more people talking about Litecoin than I have before. That tells me that the price is probably has the potential to go up. I don't know if it necessarily will or not. And but SegWit, I don't really understand it. I mean, I probably understand it about it as much as any of you. If you don't understand it, yeah, that's probably about where I'm at. I don't get it. I mean, I know it's like some kind of an off-chain transaction, which I think it has to do with Lightning Network. I don't know if it's the same thing as Lightning Network, just a different way, but I know it processes transactions off blockchain and then comes back down and enters it into the blockchain. But whatever. Something like that. I'm not so concerned with a private company actually doing that for people. So does it have to be, does everything have to be blockchain? I like automation when automation works, but sometimes you need the human element involved in it. And it's just I'm impartial. I read some things about China is now having to trade fairly, which I think is a good thing. They can't trade on margin like they used to. That's a good thing. I don't know if that necessarily means the prices are going to go up or not. I've heard all these different things, but the bottom line for me is I think Bitcoin is awesome. And because of that fact, the digital gold is awesome. Why not the digital silver? Plain and simple, that is why I like Litecoin. It has nothing to do with SegWit. It has nothing to do with Charlie Lee. Charlie Lee could be one of the most despicable people, but it's kind of like Satoshi. He made it, he let it go, it's ours now. So it's and for me personally, I like buying gold and silver, and I don't buy gold, I buy silver, and that's kind of my approach with cryptocurrency. I don't buy the gold, I buy the silver, because I think it's a better value. When it comes right down to it, $100 in Bitcoin and $100 in Litecoin is $100. By the time that we're judging value based on Bitcoin and Litecoin, then I think, success will be. And I think Bitcoin's going to survive, and I think Litecoin's going to survive. But yeah, and I was watching Adam Meister and talking about his prediction with 90% Bitcoin dominance in cryptocurrency this year. And to me, that just confirms what I was saying last week about Bitcoin being in a bubble as it relates to Litecoin, not the dollar. I think it's going to go up way farther than that in dollar price, but I think Litecoin is going to catch up just because of the concept of gold and silver. It's one of the longest standing altcoins out there. It's been around for over 5 years now, and it's still holding strong. And I am starting a business. I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want anybody to steal my ideas. But here's the thing. I'm not going to be able to implement what I want to do with cryptocurrency in my business model for 5 more years. And in 5 more years, and right now, I don't think that cryptocurrency is sophisticated enough or well adopted enough to really handle what I want it to do. 5 years from now, I think we'll be a lot closer, if not in full swing and ready. And it's going to be hard to get people to adopt Bitcoin because it's such a foreign concept. And it's something that this is another reason why I like Litecoin, is it's like my buddy Chris, that I've done some hangouts before YouTube, totally changed the YouTube hangout thing, and now I don't know what the heck to do with it. But I'd do more hangouts if I could figure out how to do it. That thing's such a pain in the butt, and that's kind of what I think YouTube tried to do. Tried to keep the people like me who aren't tech savvy out. That's working for me because I'm not doing any hangouts because of their new platform. That's beside the point. But what was I saying? You guys rewind it. Tell me what I'm saying. What was I saying? Oh, I was talking about my business model. Yeah, I don't think cryptocurrency. Oh no, I was talking about my buddy Chris. I explained Bitcoin to him, and he got it, and he understood it, and all this kind of stuff. And I was like, and I like Litecoin. And he's like, oh, what's Litecoin? I said, well, it's 1/4 of a Bitcoin, basically. I mean, people haven't adopted it fully. It's a little more risky because it hasn't been adopted, but it's pretty simple to me. It's silver to Bitcoin's gold, and the amount of Litecoins compared to Bitcoin is going to be 1/4. So it's kind of like the gold-silver ratio, and you can trade on that. And he's like, oh, I understand Litecoin. Yes, you understand Litecoin just as good as you understand Bitcoin. Now, if you want to go, here, what's this Ethereum I hear? I'm like, dude, I don't know. I mean, it's supposedly programmable and all this stuff, but I guess RSK and Rootstock's going to bring that to Bitcoin and Litecoin. But and I try and explain, I don't really understand it myself. What's Zcash? What's this? What's that? Now, I don't know what all these things are, dude. If you want to go research every altcoin out there, go ahead, be my guest. But I'm sticking with Bitcoin and Litecoin and keeping it simple because I don't have time to go out and research this stuff. I'm not a trader. I'm not a speculator. Maybe you think I am or whatever because I'm speculating on Litecoin. I don't particularly view myself as a speculator, but that don't mean I'm not one. So to each his own. You can make a judge for yourself, but that's really all I got to say right now. I was just watching those two videos and thought I'd do a little response to them. But yeah, Adam Meister's 90% Bitcoin dominance in the cryptocurrency space. Well, that sounds like a bubble to me. Adios. I'll see you later.